Success isn't something that just happens to you. It's actually something that you engineer. Right now, whether you realize it or not, your brain is either working for you or against you. It's reinforcing the same patterns, the same beliefs, and ultimately the same reality. But today, don't worry, I'm giving you the exact blueprint to break the cycle. As a manifestation coach with a background in psychology, I help women seduce reality in their favor and making their success inevitable. So we're diving into the psychology of consistency, the neuroscience of belief, and the manifestation principles that bring assumptions to reality. And if you stay to the end, you'll get a personalized 2025 cheat code that helps you bend reality in your favor. Most people think that failure happens in the big moments, but in reality, it happens in the tiny moments of self-abandonment. When you choose comfort over commitment, and when you delay action because you just don't feel like it. This is because your brain's basal ganglia, the autopilot center of the brain, really stores repeated actions as defaults. Your brain actually doesn't care what's good or bad for you. It just cares what's safe, what's normal, what's repetitive. It only follows what it's been programmed to do. You might be asking, how do I override this thing? Well, we hijack the system with 3 neuroscience-backed principles. Number 1 is identity-based habits. Contrary to popular belief, your subconscious does not respond to your goals. It only responds to your identity and who you actually are being. We call this your state of being. The moment that you transform your identity from I want to be successful to I make decisions that help me show up as my highest self, that's when you'll start to see the shifts in your reality to where you actually are someone who's successful. Because someone who's successful shows up as their highest self. Someone who's successful is someone who follows through. So once you start to identify with someone who follows through with their word, who's consistent in their actions, that's when you'll actually start to see success. Not by just affirming, I want to be successful. Number 2, small wins rewire the brain. There's something called neural reinforcement. Every small action, 1 push-up, 1 email, 1 deep breath, triggering a dopamine response, which is training your brain to crave progress. Even the smallest wins increase motivation by 30%. And number 3, neuroplasticity through repetition. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine, and once you realize that, and once you actually start integrating the patterns that are serving you instead of holding you back, this is when you'll get the keys to life. The more it believes a thought, the more it accepts it as truth, and your beliefs create reality. But listen here, this is where most people get stuck, because their affirmations actually contradict every single thing that they want to manifest. If you're saying something like, I'm a millionaire, except you still feel lack inside, you're just telling the universe, hi, I feel lack, give me more lack. Again, the universe only responds to who you are being and not what you want. So focus on the smaller things that actually help you reinforce a positive belief. I am wealthy. I am provided for. Opportunities are endless. I am always at the right place at the right time. I get closer to my dream life every single day. Programming those beliefs into your subconscious mind will then help you then believe I am a millionaire, because you'll start to see things that reinforce that belief. Your brain literally doesn't know the difference between what's true and false, what's imagined, what's reality. There's actually science to this. fMRI studies show that when people visualize an action, it actually fires the exact same neural pathways as if they were physically doing it. The king of manifestation and meditation, Joe Dispenza, actually did a study on this. He got 2 groups of people. One group physically exercised their fingers, and the other group only visualized exercising their fingers. The results were that both groups actually increased in muscle strength. So this alone is proof that your thoughts and your beliefs can actually change the reality that you're living in, and can invoke real world change. If you're the embodiment of success, confidence, and wealth, your reality has no choice but to match it. But if you're embodying doubt, scarcity, lack, then your reality has no choice but to match it. So how exactly do you manifest exactly what you want? How do assumptions, beliefs become reality? Well, this is where we're going to take a page out of Neville Goddard's book. Neville Goddard says, the world is simply yourself pushed out. And I know you've heard this before, where people say reality is literally a mirror to you. If you don't have unconditional love for yourself, you're not going to find a partner that unconditionally loves you. If you're emitting the frequency of lack, you can't see wealth because you're in a lack consciousness. So translation, life is not reacting to you, it's reflecting yourself. Think of it like this. Every single day you cast yourself in a role. One day you might be broke, unlucky, not good enough. And guess what? The universe is going to confirm the role that you have given yourself right back to you. But the second, the literal mere second that you choose a new identity, the universe starts to reflect that new identity right back at you. I'm wealthy, I'm magnetic, I'm unstoppable. Those are the things that are going to magnetize your desires to you quicker than the speed of light. Once you realize that the external world is literally a figment of your imagination, and it's only responding to you the way that you actually perceive it to, and you change your perception of the world, and you change your perception of yourself and how you relate to the world, your exact world will change. So where's an example where this has worked for someone? There's numerous of examples, and through my channel we're going to dissect all of them. Well, not all of them literally, but we're going to dissect a lot. I have some personal stories that I can't wait to share with you guys. I have some testimonials. I also want to do a deep dive on celebrity manifestation stories, or even stories that you actually haven't heard of, and kind of break down exactly how they manifested what they did. Let's just talk about Jim Carrey. And you may have already heard this, and this is definitely an introductory video for people who don't understand the law of assumption, manifestation. So I'm hoping, if I haven't convinced you yet that you have all the power to create your reality, that this will convince you. Back in the 90s, as you could imagine, Jim Carrey was just another struggling cliche actor. And he actually did not wait for success to just fall out of the sky and into his lap. He assumed that he already was successful. This was his manifestation method. Number one was self-concept. He literally assumed that he was a millionaire. Those were his affirmations, and he did not have lack internally that repelled it. So he said, I'm a millionaire actor, before he even had a dime. Second, repetition. He wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and carried it with him every single day. Step 3, emotional embodiment. He literally drove to Mulholland Drive every single night and visualized himself in these A-list roles. And you could only imagine by Thanksgiving of 1995, he had a $10 million check for acting services rendered in real life. This is from his role getting casted in Dumb and Dumber. Now, of course, this isn't a coincidence, because nothing in life is a coincidence. This was the science of manifestation. Identity shifting plus neural repetition equals reality literally bending in your favor. So how can you get your reality to bend in your favor in 2025? As promised, here's your 2025 cheat code. Number 1, shift your identity. Stop wanting and start being. The more that you want something, the more that you're telling the universe that you already do not have it. People that actually manifest what they want, they embody the feeling of having it now. I'm driving my car like I'm driving the newest Range Rover. I'm taking care of my apartment as if I'm in the nicest penthouse in New York City. I'm showing up as my highest version of myself. What are my habits? How do I talk to myself? What type of friends do I hang out with? What are my daily routines? How do you show up? How are you interacting with the world? Number 2, rewire your subconscious mind. Repetition equals reality. And I'm not talking about blanket affirming, I'm talking about repetition as far as continuously and consistently showing up as the version of you who has what you want. I would put on nightly belief tapes every single night that reprogram your mind while you're sleeping. I would do a meditation every single morning, at least 5 to 10 minutes, that puts you in the state of gratitude. I would do EFT and nervous system regulation anytime that I started to feel anxious, depressed, or spiraling on something that I don't want to manifest. And I would constantly tell myself every single thing is working out for me, no matter what it looks like in any given point in time. Number 3, assume that it's already done. Don't talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. Walk like it's already yours. If you already got that job, how would you be acting? I'm gonna do a video on this later, but I get every single job that I apply for. I've maybe not gotten one that I've applied for, and it's because, 1, I don't take it too seriously. I know that I am that girl. I know that people would be blessed and honored to actually have me working for them, and I also know that anything that I desire is already mine. Jobs are not hard to come by. I actually had like 3 job offers at once when one of my friends couldn't even get one, and I'm like, this is clearly a mindset and a manifestation, because you believe in lack and I believe that there's a million opportunities around me at any given point in time. With this blueprint, you literally have the keys to manifest every single thing that you want. I do actually have an announcement. I have a business called Her Alchempire, and we have a membership coming out called The Sanctuary, which is going to be your holy grail for literally manifesting every single thing that you desire in life. Whether it's a business, whether it's just health, whether it's luxury, whether it's magnetism, we have absolutely got you covered from A to Z of the manifestation process. You also get Q&A coaching calls once a week. You get blueprints, workbooks, challenges, all the things to hold you accountable. You have a meditation vault, you have a mindset vault, you have a mental health vault, you have a spirituality vault, law of assumption, literally anything that you could think of for how to actually materialize your dream life, That's going to be jam-packed for you. It's not live yet. I just wanted to give you guys like a little announcement just because I'm so excited for how it's coming together. But it is called The Sanctuary, and it's the place where you can go and have your little oasis, manifest your dream life, finally bridge the gap between where you are now and where you actually desire to be. If that's anything interesting to you, then you can join the email list where we also give daily advice and tips for helping you manifest your dream life and give you that magnetism that actually creates everything that you want. Drop it in the comments what's one thing that you're actually trying to manifest this year and claim it as if it's already yours. And just know that this is the beginning, and 2025 is absolutely your year. It's just February, so relax, you have time, and I'm so excited for how many of you are gonna actually manifest every single thing that's yours this year. Until next time, this is Kennedy signing off.